Obviously, you can see right this second, it looks like it's a beautiful day in New Orleans, but experts say do not be misled by that. Yesterday, we saw pouring rain, about 8 inches on the ground, and that caused massive flooding throughout the city. I'm talking about roads being closed, cars being swept off the roads, homes having a foot or two of water inside of them, and stores completely shut down. Now, those stores that reopened back up later were stuffed with people. We were in some of them talking to people about how they felt. They were clearing off the shelves, just making sure that they had all the supplies, essentially preparing for the worst. One person I spoke to, they told me that back during Katrina, they lost everything and they were not going to make the same mistake this time around, saying that they had an evacuation plan in effect for when the storm started to hit. They weren't going to wait till the last minute. As soon as the weather started to turn, they were going to get going. Another person I talked to said he thought he had all the supplies he needed, but now it was just a waiting game. Remember, there have been threats in the past, but what officials are begging people to do is not to just write this off as any old threat. They're saying this is very serious. They are watching the storm grow and they want to make sure people remain safe.
Yes, now as you're saying, right now where you're standing looks sunny, looks beautiful, but we are hearing that the forecast is that this storm could even become a hurricane. So what is the city doing to prepare?
Well, that's right. So right now they are expecting it to make landfall on Saturday as a hurricane, and the city is getting ready for quite a bit of things. So first of all, I want to start with where we are right now. They're trying to counteract some of this potential storm surge. We're on the Mississippi River. Every single area that is touching the Mississippi River is currently under a flood warning. The reason being that they believe that this river could crest for the first time in 90 years at 19 to 20 feet. The reason that's such a big deal is that some of the levees around the city of New Orleans only protect the city at up to 20 feet. So this is a huge risk here. Also, what if it is even higher than 20 feet? Obviously something that they're looking at. They've already started putting down some of those floodgates. We saw them around this area where we are at the port, lining those areas with sandbags as well, trying to get out in front of that. In addition to that, the mayor of New Orleans has already issued a state of emergency. They have also started getting sandbagging locations open so people can start on that process. They do not want people to wait until the last minute. They believe that could be dangerous. And what we saw yesterday was a dangerous situation. I mean, this was high water taking cars, sweeping away at these roads, and that was just with that 8-inch rain. They are expecting anywhere between 10 and 20 inches of rain during this storm. So they really want people to take this seriously. And I do have to say, Diane, everyone we've talked to is definitely taking this seriously. They do not want to be caught in a bad situation. Yeah, well, after the history in that city, it's not surprising. Thank you so much, Kristen, for your time. We appreciate it. Stay safe. Kristen Holmes is CNN reporter in New Orleans.